Let's start with what I think is the biggest announcement from the entire trailer. Not the graphics, not Ultimate Team, not career mode, I'm talking about the grounds. No more boring menus, finally! You load into Ultimate Team, scroll through menus, go into another menu, then finally play football. But FC27 looks like it's trying to change that. For years, EA Sports NBA 2K Open World has stood out of other interactive multiplayer games with its smooth transition from exploring the map/city to starting a story or playing with friends, and now it's here on FC27. Most anticipated feature I'm definitely looking forward to. The trailer introduces The Grounds, a shared social space where players can move around, meet others, and jump into different football activities instead of staying inside static menus. If you've ever played NBA 2K's City, you'll immediately understand why this is such a big deal. EA seems to be pushing toward a connected football world where players actually spend time outside traditional matches. Now, we still don't know exactly how deep this feature goes. Will it just be a glorified lobby? Or will there be mini-games, events, customization, and more reasons to hang out? EA hasn't answered those questions yet. But judging by the trailer alone, this is easily one of the biggest changes we've seen since the series was rebranded from FIFA. This is where things get interesting. Crowds finally look less robotic. Instead of thousands of identical fans moving in perfect sync, you can spot different reactions happening around the stadium. Some fans celebrate early, others keep filming with their phones. Flags move more naturally, scarves wave independently. Kun Aguero watching a City game is one I would love to see more. Little details like these make stadiums feel alive instead of feeling like animated wallpaper. And if EA can keep this level of atmosphere during actual gameplay, match days are going to feel incredible. Now here's where things start getting really interesting. EA never explicitly tells us everything that's changed. Instead, they hide gameplay improvements inside quick cinematic clips. For example, watch how players receive the ball. Touches appear much softer. You get rewarded for tracking runs as players now make more interceptions, it seems. There seems to be slightly more variation depending on speed and positioning. That could mean first touch mechanics have received another overhaul. Advanced attacking movement. Watch players making runs off the ball. They don't seem to sprint in perfectly straight lines anymore. Instead, they curve their runs, they check their shoulders, they adjust based on defenders. If this carries into actual gameplay, breaking defensive lines could feel much more realistic. One thing I noticed almost immediately, physical battles look heavier. When defenders challenge attackers, there's actual body contact. Players don't simply bounce off each other anymore. Animations flow together much more naturally. It almost feels like EA has increased the weight of every collision. That might sound small, but it'll massively affect how the game feels moment to moment. So now that we've covered the obvious improvements, let's slow things down, because this is where the trailer starts hiding details that are incredibly easy to miss. Some of these appear on screen for less than a second, but if they're intentional, they could tell us a lot about where EA wants FC27 to go. Goalkeepers have been one of the biggest complaints in recent EA games. Sometimes they'd make impossible saves. Other times they'd completely forget how to use their hands. But this trailer hints at a few improvements. Watch how the keepers position themselves before shots. Instead of standing completely still, they're constantly adjusting, taking small steps, reading the striker, setting themselves earlier. That could mean goalkeeper AI has received another upgrade. And honestly, it desperately needed one. Career mode. Now, let's talk about the mode that always starts the same conversation every single year. Career mode. EA didn't spend much time showing it, but the two standouts were the transfer negotiations and player development or dynamic development. Firstly, complete transfer overhaul, it seems. No more same cutscenes from 6 to 7 years ago in the same tea shop or manager's office. And also, career mode won't be the same throughout saves. Player development has been reworked, it seems. Okay, I'm just speculating here, but for example, Mbappe might be good in your Arsenal save, but he won't be in your Dortmund save, because different things affects the OVR of your players for good or bad, depending on form, fitness, etc. Another thing I noticed, career mode could finally feel like you're managing an actual football club instead of reading spreadsheets. Cough, FM. Now, I'm not saying they've completely reinvented career mode. There's simply not enough footage to confirm that. But the little glimpses we did get definitely suggest EA hasn't ignored the mode this year. Now, let's move on to the mode that probably gets the most attention every single year. Ultimate Team. EA doesn't reveal everything in the first trailer. They never do. But there are still some interesting details. Menus appear faster, transitions feel smoother. The interface itself looks cleaner than FC26. Much more has been added customization-wise. Even tiny changes like this make a huge difference when you're opening packs, building squads, or completing SBCs. Another thing worth watching is the overall presentation. Everything looks more premium. Cleaner fonts, sharper icons, better animations. These may seem like cosmetic upgrades, but presentation matters. When you spend hundreds of hours in a mode, even small quality of life improvements become noticed. Let's be honest, every EA reveal trailer is designed to build hype. They're never going to spend 2 minutes talking about bugs or the things that haven't changed. Instead, they focus on the highlights, which means we have to look at what's missing. One of the biggest question marks is career mode depth. Yes, the presentation looks cleaner. Yes, the menus seem smoother. But where are the meaningful upgrades? Can we finally expect smarter transfer negotiations? More realistic player interactions? Better youth development? Dynamic club objectives? Do we still have that terrible player career mode feature of completing near to impossible tasks just for a contract? These are the things career mode fans have been asking for year after year, and until EA shows them, we simply don't know. Referees and match day realism. Here's another thing, the referees. We saw a few new animations, some updated positioning, but what about the actual officiation? Will advantage rules feel smarter? Will referees react more realistically? Will we finally get better foul consistency? Will we get realistic additional time? These aren't flashy marketing features, but they massively impact gameplay. The more natural matches feel, the more immersive the experience becomes. But now I want to hear from you. Did you spot any hidden details that I completely missed? Do you think FC27 is shaping up to be the best EA football game yet, or are you still waiting to be convinced? Drop your thoughts in the comments below because I genuinely want to know what you think. And if you enjoyed this breakdown and want more deep dives like this whenever EA drops new trailers, gameplay reveals, or major updates, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.